Good evening, pre-calculus class. Welcome back, and we will be finishing the notes for today, over polynomials. So the videos before were over exponents and their operations, and today we're going to be dealing with polynomials and their operations. So a polynomial is the sum or difference of many monomials. The highest exponent of a polynomial is called the degree. The standard form of a polynomial is written where the exponents are in descending order. So exponents are in descending order. Descending means highest to lowest. So if you have a power of 4, then a 3, then power of 2, and 1, and then no power. Okay, so classifying polynomials will go all the way up to 5, and we'll stop right there. So if it has a a degree of 0, we're going to classify that as a constant. If it has a degree of 1, we call that a linear polynomial. A degree of 2 is called a quadratic. Degree of 3 is a cubic. Degree of 4 is a quartic. And degree of 5 is a quintic. Classifying by numbers of terms. So this, once again, is the highest degree. So you classify by the highest degree. And then here is classifying by the number of terms. If it has one term, that is called a monomial. If it has 2 terms, that is called a binomial. Mono means 1. Bi means 2. If it has 3 terms, that is called a trinomial, simply because tri means 3. And anything above 3 is called a polynomial. Poly means many. Poly means many. Okay, so the directions for this: add and subtract your polynomial. So simplify. Write your answer in standard form and then classify. So not only are we going to combine like terms, but we are also going to classify it by degree and also classify it by the number of terms. Okay, so looking at this one, first I'm going to color code and see what can I combine. What are my like terms? So I got a b squared here, I got a b squared here. If I combine them, this has an imaginary 1 in front of it. So 1b squared plus 8b squared is 9b squared. Move on to the second term. So we've got a 5b, and its like term is this negative 2b. So we have a positive 5b plus a negative 2b. 5 plus a negative 2 is the same thing as 5 minus 2. So 5 plus a negative 2, 5 minus 2 is a positive 3b. All right, move on to the last one. We got a negative 11 combined with a negative 7. Negative 11 plus a negative 7. I've got 11 negatives, I've got 7 more negatives. So together I have 18 negatives. So this becomes minus 18. So there we have simplified. That is the first part of the directions. Next, we are going to write your answer in standard form and then classify. So is this in standard form? Well, standard form means our exponents are in descending order. Well, the highest exponent is 2, then 1, then none. That is standard form. Okay, so what is it by degree? What is the name of it? Its highest degree is 2, so this is a quadratic. Now we need to classify it by the number of terms. Terms are separated by plus and minuses, not by letters, by pluses and minuses. So we've got a plus here, and we have a minus here. So 1, 2, 3 terms means it is going to be a trinomial. So that is how you're going to do numbers 9, 10, 11, and 12. What I would do is I would pause this video, try to do these on your own, fast forward the video, and see if you got the right answers. All right, number 10. So number 10, we're going to do the same thing. Combine like terms, so we have a 3w squared, and then we have another 3w squared. Okay, so this time though we are subtracting. There's a minus right here. Let me highlight that. It's very important. We have to pay attention to this minus. So if I was reading this out loud, it would say 3w squared minus 3w squared. Well, what's 3 minus 3? 0. So that means that we are going to cross these out. Moving on to the next term. So we've got a positive 2w and a positive 7w. A positive 2w minus 7w. 2 minus 7. 2 minus 7 is negative 5. So negative 5w. Let's see, can we combine anything else? Let's look at this negative 6 right here. There is a 9 right here and a minus in between. So now it becomes negative 6 minus 9. Negative 6, 6 negatives, minus 9, 9 more negatives. Together we have a total of 15 negatives. So there's the simplified version. It's already in descending order because this has an exponent of 1 and this doesn't have one. All right, so if we were to classify it, that would make if we would classify it by degree, this has a degree of 1, so this is a linear equation. And classify it by number of terms, 1, 2, this is a binomial. All right, I'm going to go much faster in the other ones because they're not any different. Okay, so moving on. So we got combined like terms, negative 3y squared, negative, let's look for another y squared, positive 4y squared, and we are subtracting. So negative 3 minus 4. Negative 3 minus 4 is negative 7. So negative 7y squared. Move on to the next term, y to the cubed. We got another y cubed right here, okay? So we have, this is a 1y cubed minus a negative 3. Over here I'm going to write something. So once again, it is 1y cubed minus a negative 3y cubed. Anytime you have minus a negative, it's going to become a positive. So this is really 1 plus 3. So this becomes a positive 4y cubed. All right, moving on to the next one. So we got a negative 2 can combine with nothing else, so that's just going to be a negative 2. And looks to me here that we have a y right here. I'll put like a flower around that one. Now this is kind of confusing because there is a negative in front of it. So this is actually going to be a negative y. Okay, so this is simplified, but it is definitely not in standard form. So we need to change this to standard form. So this would be, this one would come first. 4y cubed minus 7y squared minus y minus 2. So that's one of the part of the answer. And then it also wants us to classify it by degree and also by the number of terms. So by degree, highest degree is 3, so this is a cubic. And then by the number of terms, 1, 2, 3, 4, polynomial.